this is what Las Vegas will be trotting out here.
We're going to see a lot of rotation in the midfield there. So looking for a new captain to really put this team on their back and try to compete with this Las Vegas team who was on fire recently.
Once again, these lineups brought to you by Richard Harris Law Firm. As the people of Cashman Field make some noise here as this game gets going. It'll be Brooklyn in their road kits. Meanwhile, it's the Red Rock kits once again for Las Vegas Lights. These third kits that look oh so nice. Our head official in green today, Servando Brenarico. The whistle sounds, and we are ready to play some soccer here at Cashman Field. First ever meeting between Brooklyn and Las Vegas Lights. Mark Schoenster and Jade Parkett with you here on the broadcast. Can't wait to see how this one unfurls. You've got a Brooklyn team that's getting to the point of desperation here. Meanwhile, Las Vegas Lights in an opposite state now. Obviously, they're right in the thick of the playoff race, just in 8th, so they're not comfortable. But this is a team that was in a much less desirable spot not too long ago, but this run of form has really put them into a new position.
The West is so competitive, they cannot take their foot off the gas pedal whatsoever, so they want to continue just to build on the momentum that they have over these last 6 games where they have been unbeaten. But for Brooklyn, you have to start finding the answers, and right now on the road would be a perfect time to do that.
It's a long road trip for Brooklyn, and it was a long road trip for Las Vegas in their last game, a road match at Miami, so pretty much going nearly about as far away as they could in the USL, as this one tried to get threaded through, but won't reach Olex Anderson. But you get a 1-0 result on the road. After the game, Devin Rensing said that he can't say enough good things about this group. And then when we talked to him, he mentioned, look, 3 games in 8 days, the hot weather in Miami, the hot weather in Vegas. I mean, it's a lot of tough factors to overcome, and they did just that. And I imagine it was a pretty nice flight home, coming back from Miami all the way to Vegas. A couple hours just with the buds, celebrating 3 points. And celebrating just great form in general. Waiting to throw this one in is Gabriel Alves. Tapped back by Aaron Guillen, long-time center back. 22nd player to hit 250 regular season appearances in the USL Championship. Talking about Aaron Guillen. The guy who's been around the block as Antonoglu pushes down Pierre Da Silva there. Over to the left-hand side as Brooklyn look to get some numbers forward here. All played up. Anderson can't quite corral it, and so it'll be a goal kick, which gives us a chance to look at the injury report. Brought to you by AMR Medic West. Abdoulaye Conte still working on his way back. Meanwhile, none reported for Las Vegas. Get Kyle Scott back into the mix, starting in that last game against Miami, but on the bench in this go-around. You mentioned just how many good options they have in the midfield. So, I mean, look, a guy like Kyle Scott doesn't have to start every single game.
Especially when he is returning from injury, you want to make sure that he is at his peak fitness, peak health when they go on a playoff run potentially. So can they work him into the match when they feel like they need him most?
Oh, some pressure bearing fruit for Brooklyn. It's an open goal for Obregon! It's a lightning start for Brooklyn. Juan Carlos Obregon answers the call. With a large contingent of Brooklyn fans in attendance, they are rewarded for their travels with their captain.
And Brooklyn has put the press on early in this game. A poor giveaway, a rare one at that in the back by Las Vegas, just tripped over the ball. We talked about Obregon in the beginning of the game, how he needed to step up, composure in the 18 with numbers around him. No one initially stepped to put pressure. He had time to take a touch and slot this one home. Multiple defenders in the box for Las Vegas, but could not stop the strike from Obregon, and Brooklyn up early, play freer that way.
JC Obregon, who already has one goal in this game, and he's hunting for another. He's got some crosshairs on the goal right now. Lanfear.
As well struck as you possibly can strike it. Obregon going for that far post. Lanfear had to make a play.
Pierre Da Silva sends this one inside. It was turned towards goal, but it wasn't quite accurate enough.
Is not as stagnant or as static as Brooklyn's has been. You can see when Brooklyn is going to win the ball back, it's 2, 3, 4 players surrounding the ball, especially when it gets into that middle third of the field.
Deanne rolls it forward, and getting there first is Okioshi. Looking to start this run, going the other direction. Anderson, he can have a hit from anywhere. He'll thread it over to Obregon! Punched over the crossbar by Lanfear. Point blank range. The goalkeeper able to stifle the scorer earlier.
And once again, Brooklyn just playing free at the top of the box. Obregon finds himself on the outside of the back line, not marked tight enough. Takes it first time. Lanfear once again comes up huge. He had a couple big saves in their last game against Miami as well. That really kept them in that match and helped them win that one with a clean sheet as well.
It has been a ripping start to this one for Brooklyn, and they look to keep their foot on the gas here. JC Obregon curling it in. Lanfear gets to throw a right hook at it. Now it's more effectively played up the field for Anderson. It's all by himself, but he can do things all by himself, and including drawing a foul. And we got another yellow card here. That one will be given to Gabriel Alves. His 5th yellow card of the season.
Anderson just trying to turn. Don't think there was a play on the ball there at all, as he was.
Las Vegas Lights always got some very swaggy kits year in and year out. This year is no exception. That was a much needed challenge there from Ofemu. Bit of a punishing challenge at that for CJ Olney. Sesak. Another part that's very impressive about this for Brooklyn is this is their first real West Coast trip. Not having to make their all the way out here before as Antonoglu plays it back. It's Pinzone!
And it was the early ball across they were looking for to try to get Brooklyn facing their own goal. It pops right out to Pinzone. It surprises him a little bit with that touch.
A lot of good ball movement here from Las Vegas. Here's the cross, and it's played towards goal. But Demi Antonoglu couldn't get it on frame. Touched that ball in the buildup.
That's what I'm loving from Las Vegas right now, is they're being so patient.
How wide this one goes. Sesak feeding it into the middle. Settle down! Burns collides in to stop the chance. An abrasive intervention by Lucas Burns.
And it was really from the buildup. This ball was started from the back line. A ton of contact there at the end. And it really looked like Burns got the most of it. Pinzone's cleat into his chest. Both men still down on the pitch. But again, another fantastic.
Everyone is really still in it in the playoff race in the West Coast as we get things rolling once again here from Cashman Field. Mark Schoenster, Jade Barquette with you here on the broadcast. It took Brooklyn under 4 minutes to find the difference maker in this game so far. Is there a response for Vegas? Or perhaps some insurance goals for Brooklyn? Sit tight and enjoy this one with us here on the CBS Sports Golazo Network. About individual tweaks, but if there was ever an overarching thought, you don't want to be too overcomplicated with it, but you can say it as they try to attack here. Anderson has a rip towards goal, but it's straight at Lucas Burns.
Growing up and playing in Florida for most of my life, having a hydration break was needed, A, because of the water portion, but B, you can change little tactics on the pitch in real time.
This effort, once again, rolling towards goal. Burns is ready for it again.
And it's really more about talking in smaller groups, maybe as teammates together. You have the opportunity to actually take a break and get together instead of just trying to pass information on the field or yell across the field. You can come together as a group. Does this work for you? Is that what you see as well? And really correct things so you can use that next 5-10 minutes after that water break, hydration break, to correct them and see if they work.
And that's a good point you bring up. It's not just coach to players, it's also players to players. And Devin Rensing said it's also players to coach, because they're going to see things on the pitch, obviously, that the coaches can't see from their vantage point. Ibarra, cross going in, spills out and somehow finds its way back to Rodriguez. That one had some knuckle on it. Lucas Burns able to take the sting off and then pick up the second part.
Once again, Las Vegas threatening a shot from far out. Burns, who's been fantastic all night. Maybe wasn't expecting that one as it was dipping down towards the end, but collects it nonetheless. And Rodriguez has been so key for this Las Vegas side in his attack. Hasn't been successful tonight, though.
Burns able to claim that one as well. It was a lofty ball over top for Rodriguez. Stepping inside now is Vanka Yazil. Cessak able to chest that one down, and Lanfear will quickly roll it to Beno Femu. Anderson can't quite keep his balance. Ball rolling away from him. Olney ahead to Anderson. Try to track this one down. Cessak is there with them. I mean, that's excellent work from the right back. Basically disposed of the striker there. Pinzon, 11 assists in a Las Vegas Lights kit. This one dips down, punched away by Burns. Guillen to the top of the 18, and that one always going upward.
Can they be the super sub? Can they be the game changers that their coach needs them to be?
Obregon. He's the game changer in this game so far, along with the pressure of his teammates. CJ Olney with the assist in the 4th minute of the match. Attention Lights FC fans, join us on Saturday, September 5th as the Lights take on New Mexico United. Get ready for wrestling night at Cashman Field. Body slams, big personalities, and all the drama of the squared circle. Let's rumble together as we cheer the Lights on to victory. Brooklyn looking to be quite the heel here this evening against Las Vegas. Here's the cross. Flip towards goal. Punched again by Lanfear, making sure Anderson doesn't clean it up.
Once again, he comes up massive for Las Vegas. Had a few saves in that first half and really kept this thing within one. And a double save there with an attacker, with an attacking player in his face at that.
Not only did he make it a second effort, but he was able to punch it off of Anderson to win the goal kick too.
High IQ he was on the ground when he was making that second save as well. He wasn't even fully standing up. Talk about a goalkeeper that is trying to do all the right things, pushing the energy forward through the lines to will it into the other end.
Marlon LeBlanc barking some commands. Hoping his side can stay dialed in here. As far as the way that they believe they can win games this season, Marlon LeBlanc doesn't think it needs to be any particular individual guy. He told me earlier this season that we've intentionally picked every player on this roster for their respective spot. No one needs to be more than who they are. Very thoughtful in the way that they assembled this team. Now each of those players has to maintain that role and stay steady in that role. As we get a yellow card here, Olex Anderson goes down.
And he puts the pressure on the back line of Brooklyn. He's going in between both defenders. But in the end, Broxton, it does look like, hits his leg and will get booked for it.
Broxton, the Englishman.
This is the pressure that Vegas needs to put on Brooklyn in these moments. Make the runs through, either foul them or win the ball back. Now they have a set piece opportunity and prime positioning with two players standing over it that can whip this ball in.
In zone and Antanoglu. Who will be the one to take it? Go-ahead's been given. Antanoglu curling it in. Dealt with by Romeo. Second service. Falls through! Off the crossbar!
And what a service. This ball clipped to the back post. Brooklyn's the first one to get to it, but the second ball, they stay in the box. So Faymu does a fantastic job of staying unmarked from the back line of Brooklyn, who were in position, but not down enough as it.
Arteaga. Plays that one back to paint zone. Rodriguez. Spinning it over to the left-hand side for Antanoglu. His service, dipping down, Arteaga back across! Las Vegas tie this ball game. A lofty cross, a header to keep it in play, and Olex Anderson making sure it crosses that line.
This was the equalizer they were looking for. Once again, patient in the build.
Probo, out wide to Sesak. Rolls it in the middle for Rodriguez. Guillen. So composed. We'll just wait to play the pass until it's right. Sesak goes to the byline. Curling ball in! Couldn't be steered enough on frame by Rodriguez. Right in front of goal. And ends up blitzing to the other side.
Sesak with beautiful service in from this near side. Chips it in. Rodriguez was mostly open until that final second, but just could not get the head on it that he wanted. What I love though is after that play, immediately teammates come, and pull him up off the ground. They need him if they're going to get all 3 points in this game. He has been instrumental throughout this match in distributing the ball and taking opportunities, having shots on goal. You love the leadership from within this team to pull their guy up, knowing that he's a leader himself.
On the other side, Servania! Punched off the woodwork! And only can't put it on frame. Brooklyn so close. My, oh my. Charlie Lanfear with a huge save and a little blessing from his goalpost. Servania, I mean, he is thrown to the ground. Was just a hair off of giving his team a lead for the second time in the match. Servania clears it. Now goes out to Sesak. Curling in. This one up in the air, Romeo, and it lands on the roof. Not sure if that one was going to stay in bounds or not. Lucas Burns had already come off his line to try and meet it. And here we go. Richard Harris Law Firm corner kick.
A perfect opportunity here for Vegas to try to capitalize. As the clock is winding down, they look like they're in great form. Can they continue with the fantastic service they've had all game and put this one on frame? Inzone has had supreme service throughout this match.
Latinovic able to manage that service. Rodriguez! Test your luck, and sometimes you hit the jackpot. Johnny Rodriguez with his 11th goal of the season. And a late lead change for Las Vegas Lights.
And once again, it was a second ball opportunity that really allowed them to put this one on frame. It took a deflection into the net, but it doesn't matter how it goes in. The fact that Rodriguez has continued to stay on top of his game, so apparent, so lively in this match. He had an opportunity that didn't go his way moments ago, got up, and with a help from
none of his other competitors within the stratosphere scoring today, so they're both him and Bennett just a goal behind Darren Smith in that race, which I'm sure will be a fun competition as the season goes along. And also brings him up to 48 career goals in the USL Championship, so along with Manuel Arteaga, they got a lot of experience there. Could he have another? Not quite. The smoke hasn't cleared on the field from his first. He nearly put this game to bed.
Fantastic opportunity. Keeps himself on side too. Creates that run. The touch just getting a little bit away from him, so couldn't put that one on frame. The smoke doesn't help either when you're trying to finish.
Montanoglu. And twisting there, or I guess I should say getting twisted, is Manuel Arteaga as the yellow card is quickly flashed. Fresh off the bench, Vuk Latinovic with his 5th yellow card of the season. Ofemu doesn't reach the intended target, but ultimately his intended target is to get some airtime and drain away the seconds as Las Vegas just a couple more moments away. And they've seen it to its conclusion. They took an early blow. But the Lights in the second half flip the script and win 2-1 at home.